get me back on my feet, or tear those bastards' heads off.
Stay still, you damned fool. Unless you want to bleed to death.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
When the goblins drove off the slavers' guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
They're trying to get into the carriage. Too slow. Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
There's talk. How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoint's open to all. You'll find little beyond Northreach, though. When the throne moved south, most with any sense followed.
Did you hear? The gates to Heavenhall in the Eyrie were breached by someone. Or something. The steward was in town earlier looking for men to come and repair it, but no one was keen to help.
I want to see you again tonight, but the captain's late with our pay.
It's all right. I'll be waiting.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Oil of Talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion's perfumeries yet, then?
It's been too long. The realm may have changed. I will admit, I fancy yours, meanwhile. Before there was a Northreach. But alas. Not everyone left the capital. In a few short moons, the Veil does what it can. Be sure to give my regards to Otto, won't you? How can the Veil serve you today? Do stay out of trouble.
Not many travellers heading north these days. What with the fields barren and the Penitent's Gate closed.
Away, traveller. The Penitent's Gate remains closed by order of the Imperial Throne.
We watch over a corpse that does not yet know it's dead. The least we can do is see it is not defiled any further.
The Litlins have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
I didn't mean to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more, I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
Been doing Mid's bidding, have you? Yeah, she's wrote me in and all. Might be promised to sweep the old blooming cellar for her.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? Here you are. All done?
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back.
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
Quite the opposite. Like father, like daughter.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Clive. Summer storm, that one. What's that for you, dear? Should last you a good while. Anything else?
It's all right.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
Haven't you heard? Mid's back. Things are about to get interesting around here.
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor. He must have found something.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time, and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but near as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblore like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms. If we could get ammonia to grow here in the hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. Enough of you on there. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Word is, Port Isolde's closed her gates to all but the Highborn, and now a great camp sprung up along the walls.
Run along now, before one of the boys starts thinking you're something you're not.
What did those knights want, Father?
I told you to stay in the house. Go on. The garrison's always looking for new men, you know. I mean, I've never been much of a fighter myself, but if it's that or growing turnips for the rest of my days...
Two more left to join the garrison this very morn.
At this rate, there'll be none left to help with the harvest.
How would I be without you?
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals. I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a Physica's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again. I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
Here, what's everyone whispering about?
Jill looked white as a sheet when we
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened. Just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot, starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them. Now that that's settled, I I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I wish Miss Midador would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon. Don't want to get roped into her experiments.
Good to see you, Sid. Lovely weather, isn't it? I feel like all the gods in the heavens are smiling down on us.
Have you seen all the funny fanglements Mid's lined her workshop with? I've never seen anything like it.
She'll bring this whole place down if she's not careful.
I hear your scout made quite a hero of himself over in Rosalith, sniffing out a score of terrified townspeople and ushering them to safety. Or so he claims.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does...
Thank you, Sid, for coming back to us. You're the glue keeping this place together.
I'm sorry I'll let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man. Since then, bears have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Finally got Mid out of your hair, have you? Enjoy the quiet. Doubt it'll last long.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
It's just one thing after another around here, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Shirley's got her work cut out.
Should be enough to keep us going.
Lid's moved into the storeroom. Made a workshop out of it.
Ah, she finally got her way then. I've heard her grumbling about not having a space of her own every time she's visited.
Boy soldiers with their ruby stain.
Ivan's newest dish is a...
Maeve knows how to brew a bitter, all right.
I expect this place will be sprouting wings soon enough then.
Tome says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
How good it is to see you, Clive. From the moment of her very first steps. And so, as to why she has stayed away, did you know but once they had, until it was taken away? I have a few new notes that might interest you. What subject shall we consider today? door to the shelves shall ever be open.
I was born and raised in the north, but no one ever told me about Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Tone says he's looking for books about Torgal.
Mid's moved into the storeroom. Made a workshop out of it.
She finally got her way then. I've heard her grumbling about.
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next? A bigger water cleaner thingy, maybe? One that could make the whole lake all nice and clear?
That could certainly be profitable, especially as crystals become scarcer and scarcer. Perhaps we should ask what she'd need to build such a thing.
Are you lost, Mr. Seagull? Or should I call you Mr. Lake Gull?
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards nailed on.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
No, the capital's as strange to me as I am to her.
Oh, what a lovely fragrance.
Thank you for your help, Sid. The Morganbeards have taken to our little garden splendidly.
That's the spirit, Kenneth. Stretch out those branches.
Do you know if Mid's got much on her plate? I was hoping to get her advice about the water filters.
It's all right.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, Have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
For your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.